kind of feels like I'm in an episode of MTV Cribs. Welcome to my pad. So on a serious note, I wanted to share a practice that I've been doing for several years now around clearing and protection. And it's more apt and relevant now more than ever because this is a time where there is consumption of lots of information, we're away from families and friends, and it's natural to feel that fear and anxiety. It's also, we think of leaking energy, or when we're tired, we think that we leak energy through busyness or maybe real overuse of the mind. But actually, we can leak energy just purely because sometimes the quality of what we consume, and that could be, being around other people. So even if you're in the home, day in, day out with the same people, it can have an impact because you're trying to manage not only your own moods, emotions, fears, anxieties, or states of being, but you're also managing the other person's. And often the two don't necessarily synchronize. And also, if you've ever been in a space, generally speaking, and this is useful for every day of our lives because we're entering spaces of different social groups, different meetings, different people, personalities. And so this is ever so effective. This is also really incredibly potent. It's potent because it provides us with everything that we really and truly need. And the certain words and the selection of word choice really hits home. Okay, so I'm going to take you through this, and it will allow us to hit that reset in quite an efficient and effective way. It's a form of a prayer, so it's like a meditation prayer. I am going to use certain words like God and perhaps divine, but I ask you to substitute those words, or at least take that impression in terms of something that you connect with. So it might be the universe, or a particular god or goddess, or maybe just anything that feels bigger, the sense of something bigger. The other beautiful thing about doing prayers which have specific words or affirmations, if you like, is our mind stores impressions and memories. So we can very much easily draw upon experientially a time when we felt peace, or when we felt love or protected, this feeling of clearing, grace. These aren't just empty words. And if we work from the heart center a bit, we can actually really penetrate this prayer into our psyche, and we can really land in the words as we say them to almost draw upon the memory, to take advantage of the way that our mind works, to archive these experiences and kind of really take that sensation, that feeling of peace into the present. So you're working from the past and bringing it into the present in a way when we start to use these words. Now, I just invite you to be open, receptive, and just available to seeing what this is like for you. So we'll start in a seated position, and feel free to use any sitting position. Sit on a chair, sit on the bed, sit on the floor, and just start to situate, start to settle. You can even take the flesh away from the cheeks of your bottom and help you to feel the sitting bones, the two sitting bones. And let's just take a deep breath in together. Open up the mouth, audible sigh. Relax the shoulders down, take another deep breath in. And exhale, maybe closing the eyes now. And one more deep breath in. And open up the mouth, exhale. Just relaxing the back of the neck, maybe some gentle head rolls from side to side. And take any final minor adjustments. If there's anything that you need to do to make yourself a little bit more comfortable, even 5%, you can do it now. Itch your nose or whatever you need to do. And start to choose to be here with me. Now begin letting go of your glutes, the muscles around the bottoms, consciously relaxing the inner groin and the navel and the ribs. Relax the ribs into the chest. There's no straining or trying to force the chest forward. If you're still a little bit uncomfortable with the hands, you have some options here. You can keep the palms turned up to the ceiling, or you can place your hands on your knees, which is a lot more grounding, or even in your lap. So you decide. Just releasing the shoulders down, feeling the elbows starting to droop, the wrists starting to open, and the fingers starting to curl. Relax the lower jaw away from the upper jaw so that there's a slight opening between the upper and lower sets of teeth, and the throat gullet can open and the tongue can relax in the back of the throat. Now let go of the frown on the face. Just soften the whole forehead. Relax the muscles around the sides of the brain, the thinking muscles. Now take your natural awareness, nothing forced, there's no gripping of attention, but take your natural awareness down to rest on the breath, meaning it feels as though there's a pillow and that you're literally placing the weight of the brain, the organ, onto the pillow of breath. Just starting to notice the buzz in the brain, just from sensory information. When you close your eyes, it's very natural to feel this residue of being active in the external world. Scan your awareness, your gentle awareness, slightly up towards the heart center, and just notice how this area is feeling for you. And rest here. There's no judgment. There's no need to be anyone. There's no identity here. You are not your job. You are not a role, a mother, a father, a daughter, a partner, whatever it may be. Just this sense of expansiveness, open vulnerability, receptive. Now resting in the heart center, just gaze slightly upwards so your eyeballs move very slightly in a relaxed way without gripping the mind. Just hold your attention between the eyebrows with this visualization of light. If it feels intuitive for you to place your hand on your heart and maybe the other on top, or hands in prayer, sort of mudra, Anjali Mudra at the heart center, then feel free to do that. Just visualize the sun, the sky, space. Visualize that there's something, some presence bigger than you that is watching everything that's happening moment to moment. Even your thoughts, even your feelings, the subconscious ones too. And it's a safe space. It's a really safe space. It's supportive. You're protected. Fathom the idea that there's a reason for every tiny little thing that happens within you and around you and globally. The sense of reverence to the way things work. The design of nature, the design of the human being, the cycle of birth, preservation, and transformation into death and the next cycle. Just for a moment, just seeing the bigger picture. And then from the heart to this light, we say these words. Dear God, I thank you for surrounding me with a sphere of pure light. I thank you for flooding this sphere with love, light, clearing, healing, and protection. I'm going to say these words again. Really use your visualization when we mentioned light and being surrounded and a sphere. Use your imagination when we say flooding. Really feel as though you're being flooded with this light and being absolutely embraced and flooded with love, this sensation, expansive love, light, clearing. When we say clearing, feel as though literally something is being cleansed through the whole system and purified. Feel it as though it's actually happening. Healing. Feel that tender sensation of being healed and protection. So I'll say this sentence again. Dear God, I thank you, feel that from the heart, for surrounding me with a sphere of pure light. I thank you for flooding this sphere with love, light, clearing, healing, and protection. Let the clearing remove all negative, harmful, fearful energies. Remove all negative entities, wherever they may have come from, and remove all cords, ties, binds, ribbons, and threads. I'll repeat the sentence and really feel as though anything that's been bothering you, any anxiety, any doubt is being removed away. Feel as though they're literally being cut with scissors when we say removing cords, ties, binds, ribbons, and threads. Feel as though they're being energetically cut. Go in deep from the heart. Let the clearing remove all negative, harmful, fearful energies. Remove all negative entities wherever they may have come from, and remove all cords, ties, binds, ribbons, and threads. Let the healing energies flood my being and transmute all darkness into light, and all disease into harmony and peace. I'll repeat, just with a bit of added tips here. This flooding sensation comes back into your being. The healing, feel as though that light is softening and healing what needs to be healed. Any corners of darkness, literally visualize this darkness transmuting into light. And then ending with this idea of dis-ease. So any dis-ease that you feel being transformed into this harmony, this balance, this peace. So I'll repeat again. Let the healing energies flood my being and transmute all darkness into light, and all disease, dis-ease, into harmony and peace. Thank you for expanding the protective shield out to completely fill any room that I am in at any time during the day. Thank you also for surrounding me in a sphere of gold metal that reflects all negativity back to where it came from. It's really visualizing this sphere of gold metal, and just like the sun reflects off of a mirror, and when you can see that, visualize that happening as well around your body, literally bouncing off. So thank you also for surrounding me in a sphere of gold metal that reflects all negativity back to where it came from. I ask, so from your heart, I ask, sincerely, like a request, not a demand, that the most appropriate helpers from Spirit be with me throughout the day to assist me, guide me, support me, and help me in every conceivable way to make my life easier, more graceful, more joyful, more creative, more abundant, and more purposeful. So here, some tips here is to wear that half smile on the face and feel deeply in the core of your being that you are being supported, come what may, regardless of what happens. You are not alone, and nothing is ever being done to you. It's for you, okay? And when we go into the words of easier and graceful, just soften that smile in the face and feel it in your being. So I'll repeat this. I ask that the most appropriate helpers from Spirit be with me throughout the day to assist me, guide me, support me, and help me in every conceivable way to make my life easier, more graceful, more peaceful, more joyful, more creative, more abundant, and more purposeful. So really like a wave flowing, those wave of feelings and balance and at ease. I ask that all the above are also done for, and you can name specific people here, or I often just say my families and friends. Also, it's a really nice thing to do. What I do is I visualize the people. Yeah, so even if I don't say their names, I may visualize them, or I may say their names and visualize them. So this is a gap, and you can take as long as you need to here, but I'll keep a short gap for now. I ask that all the above are also done for my family and my friends. And just take a moment to visualize them in their homes, what they look like. You can scan each family or group of friends at a time. So you can take as long as you need to visualize every individual, maybe say every name, see them laughing, see them at their best. I'll continue for now. I ask that the energy of this house is cleared and balanced. So feel that sensation of cleared and balanced. What would this home look like if it was cleared and balanced? And visualize that. Please flood this house, literally gushing in the energies of love, joy, peace, harmony, abundance, and well-being. So now we move from this space of wanting it for ourselves to family, friends, the world even, and then to the home. Okay, so you can really take this on all those levels: yourself, loved ones, family, the external environment of where you live, the country, to the whole world, and also including your home. I'll say that again. I ask that the energy of this house is cleared and balanced. Please flood this house with the energies of love, joy, peace, harmony, abundance, and well-being. Thank you for keeping this house guarded and protected at all times. I also want to mention that this applies, the sentiment here is physically, yes, the home, but also your internal home. So you're continuing to sort of feel the sense of home within, home around you, your part of your sense of belonging with the rest of the world, home on all those levels. The sentiment comes from there, so it's really deep. So lastly, last sentence. Dear God, I thank you for keeping me in a state of mind, body, and spirit balance. How beautiful is that? A state of mind, body, and spirit balance. So that's really everything we need. What else do we really need? And for supporting me in every way possible so that I can devote real, sincere, heartfelt sense of purpose and devotion. Devote my life to the service of self, others, and the divine. I thank you. Just take a moment to sit with that. And I'm going to repeat it. Okay. So I'm going to run through the whole script fully without pausing. Just readjust if you need to, and we'll start again. And if you're replaying this video, you can skip straight to this section. If you need a bit more support in breaking things down and sort of trying to understand the bits in between, then you can go back. Okay, let's settle again. Get back into the body, into the soul. Just take a breath in Exhale, wear a half smile on the face. Soften the jaw, relax around the jaw, the facial muscles, the forehead. Place your hands wherever you want them to go. This time you can try a different hand position if you like. And let's begin. Dear God, I thank you for surrounding me with a sphere of pure light. I thank you for flooding this sphere with love, light, clearing, healing, and protection. Let the clearing remove all negative, harmful, fearful energies. Remove all negative entities wherever they may have come from. And remove all psychic cords, ties, binds, ribbons, and threads. Let the healing energies flood my being and transmute all darkness into light and all disease into harmony and peace. Thank you for expanding the protective shield out to completely fill any room that I am in at any time during the day. Thank you also for surrounding me in a sphere of gold metal that reflects all negativity back to where it came from. I ask that the most appropriate helpers from Spirit be with me throughout the day to assist me, to guide me, support me, and help me in every conceivable way to make my life easier, more graceful, more peaceful, more joyful, more creative, more abundant, and more purposeful. I ask that all the above are also done for my family and friends. You can pause and take as long as you need, even strangers, even the rest of the world, anyone else that you really want to send this love and prayer out to. When you're ready, you can unpause and continue. I ask that the energy of this house is cleared and balanced. Please flood this house with the energies of love, joy, peace, harmony, abundance, and well-being. Thank you for keeping this house guarded and protected at all times. Dear God, I thank you for keeping me in a state of mind, body, and spirit balance, and for supporting me in every way possible so that I can devote my life to the service of self, others, and the divine. I thank you deeply. Take a moment to sit. Anchor this within. Feel protected, supported. Feeling connected to self and to others that you're apart from and the rest of the world. No matter where you are in your day, whatever tasks you have, or even in the future, whatever meetings you have or encounters and engagements, just really know that you can, in that moment during the course of your day, go back to this prayer and visualize that sphere around you. Any times in the day where you feel anxious, where you feel your state of mind go off in a different direction, or you feel a shift that isn't so favorable, you feel you're being challenged, just go back to this place that knows and draw upon it as a resource. I'd love to know how you get on. If you have any questions, it's a big one to explore, but I've gone through various tips and stuff, and it takes time to digest, so just practice. You can use it morning and evening, whenever you need, and it's quite nice to write out the words, because when you write, you really get to sit with it, and you get to explore the words in more detail. So there's so much that can be done with this. Maybe in the future, if it helps, I will do more of an extensive session to break it down a little bit more and make it more effective. But this is really, really potent stuff. So please do try it out, do feedback, and let me know how I can help you. Namaste.